Mama June finally letting Anna go, pouring her ashes in the ocean? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. All Mama June fans have one question in their minds. They wonder if Shannon has poured all of Anna Marie Chickadee Cardwell's ashes into the ocean. Anna was the eldest daughter of Shannon and her ex-boyfriend, David Dunn. She passed away on December 9, 2023, after fighting adrenal cancer. A year after her passing, her mother recalls memories with her. While Mama June tries hard to control her emotions, she doesn't want to forget her daughter. She explained that she faced difficulty visiting the same house where Anna took her last breath. Due to everything, she is still struggling to move on from the tragic demise. June has lived her days in the previous few months by thinking about Anna. Read on to know if she has released all of Anna's ashes. Mama June requests fans to send Anna their love. Reality TV star Mama June Shannon recently shared a heartfelt message during Anna's first death anniversary. She begged fans to show Anna some love to keep her memory alive. She posted a reel of pictures and moments of Anna from Mama June, Family Crisis. In the caption, she opened up about her pain. The reel showed Anna shaving her head after the diagnosis. It also included Anna's interview snippets from the show, her being naive over the years, emotional moments, and many more. With Shannon's post, she took everyone on a trip down memory lane of her daughter's journey. It was tough for fans to believe that time passed so quickly without her. The sweet tribute post made a desperate urge to know where Family Crisis Season 7 was coming out. Mama June. Shannon takes Anna's ashes everywhere. As Mama June still grieves the loss of Anna, fans showed curiosity regarding her late daughter's ashes. She hasn't scattered all the ashes into the ocean. Instead of releasing all, she has only poured a small portion of it with her family. She has left the large urn of the ashes and takes it wherever she goes. In a recent episode of their show, June shared that even when they travel, Anna's little urn stays with them in the car. This personal choice has helped the family members cope with their grief. Apart from carrying around the urn, they considered making crystals for each. Soon after knowing this, fans send their condolences to June and her family. Fans also offered support during their emotional time due to the one-year anniversary of Anna's death. Keeping urns and jewelry is just one of many ways the mother is trying to keep her daughter with her. June revealed that she has kept Anna's phone number in the family group chat. She further mentioned that she still sends Anna her messages in the chat. Fans think she is doing everything to make Anna happy. June has also won the custody battle of her granddaughter Caitlin against Anna's ex-husband, Michael Cardwell. However, she lost Anna's other daughter, Kylie, to Michael since he is the biological father. For the latest reality TV, stay tuned to TV season and spoilers. The sun shimmered gently over the horizon, casting golden hues across the water as waves lapped at the shoreline. Gentle, rhythmic, endless. It was a quiet morning unlike any other, but for Mama June and her family, it carried the weight of something deeply personal, something final, something sacred. For months, Anna Chickadee Cardwell's ashes had been lovingly kept close by her family. Her urn traveled with them, on road trips, holidays, and even quiet grocery runs. In grief's strange and tender way, it gave June and her daughters the feeling that Anna was still with them, that the connection wasn't severed by death, just shifted into something more spiritual, more symbolic. But there comes a time in every grieving heart when holding on becomes its own kind of burden. And June, after long nights of contemplation and aching silence, found herself standing on the edge of the sea, urn in hand, faced with the most difficult decision of all. Was it time to let Anna go? It wasn't a decision made lightly. Anna's death at just 29 years old from an aggressive cancer had shattered the family in ways they were still uncovering. June had known heartbreak before. She had fought addiction, battled for custody of her youngest daughter, and lost public favor more times than she could count. But losing Anna was a different kind of wound. It cut straight through every layer of armor she had ever built. And yet, life kept moving. Alana, no longer the child known as Honey Boo Boo, was preparing to step into adulthood. Lauren Pumpkin Eferd was balancing motherhood and her own grief. Even Jessica and Dodo, ever the quiet anchors of the family, had begun to find solace in routine again. But June was stuck somewhere between the past and the present. It was during a quiet family trip to the coast, meant to bring comfort, not closure, that the decision began to crystallize. June watched her girls walk along the shoreline, saw the wind catch Alana's hair, heard the ocean's steady hush, and realized something. Anna loved the water. The beach had always been one of Anna's happy places. As a child, she'd run toward the waves with wild abandon, letting saltwater soak her clothes and laughter ring out above the surf. As a teen, she'd stretch out under the sun with earbuds in, eyes closed, toes buried in the sand. And even when she was sick, when her body had grown frail and her spirit dimmed, she still smiled when someone mentioned the sea. June began to wonder, maybe the ocean wasn't an ending. Maybe it was a return. So quietly, privately, and with the blessing of her daughters, Mama June began planning something sacred. Something that didn't involve camera crews or social media updates. It wasn't a spectacle. It wasn't for the fans. It was for Anna. Early that morning, the family gathered by the shoreline. There were no speeches, no rehearsed eulogies, just shared glances, quiet tears, and the sound of the waves. June carried the urn gently, cradling it like she had once cradled Anna in her arms as a baby. Her heart thudded against her ribs with every step. Her grief coiled tightly inside her chest. This wasn't just scattering ashes. It was saying goodbye to her firstborn in a way she never had before. For so long, keeping the urn close had been about comfort, about denial. But now, the realization was sinking in. Letting go didn't mean forgetting. It didn't mean abandoning. It meant giving Anna the peace she deserved, and perhaps allowing herself a little peace too. She stepped into the cool water. Her daughter stood close behind, forming a silent circle of support. June held the urn tight as the surf tickled her ankles, the wind brushing against her face like a kiss from the past. She opened the lid. The ashes poured slowly at first, carried instantly by the breeze, and caught by the rising tide. The moment stretched, suspended between worlds, between what was and what is. It felt unreal, like a dream tinged in salt water and sorrow. As the last of the ashes vanished into the sea, something inside June shifted. The unbearable weight she carried since the day Anna died didn't vanish, but it changed. The ache softened, just a little. The sting of grief dulled beneath the rhythm of the waves. It was still there. Grief always would be. But now it shared space with something else. Something lighter. Something closer to peace. The family remained at the shoreline for a while after. There was no rush to leave. Each of them said their own private goodbye in their own quiet way. Alana let tears fall without shame, her fingers brushing across the sand. Pumpkin held her baby tightly, whispering a promise that Anna would never be forgotten. Jessica looked out at the horizon with quiet reverence. And June? She stared at the sea and remembered everything. The laughter, the arguments, the apologies, the moments she wished she could relive, the ones she regretted, and above all, the love, raw, flawed, unconditional. She thought of the hospital visits, the sleepless nights, the whispered prayers she had never admitted to saying. She thought of Anna's strength, her sarcasm, her stubbornness. She remembered how Anna had never wanted to be seen as a victim, how she had demanded to be treated like the fighter she was, and how, even in her final days, she cracked jokes to ease everyone else's pain. This goodbye wasn't the end of Anna's story. Her legacy lived on in her daughters, in the laughter of her sisters, and in the strength her mother was slowly rediscovering. The ocean would carry her now, far and wide, into the unknown, into the eternal, into freedom. In the days that followed, June didn't talk much about the ceremony. She didn't post on Instagram or rush to do interviews. She didn't need the world's validation. For once, it was about something bigger than reality television or tabloid headlines. It was about a mother learning to live with loss and choosing not to let it consume her. There are still moments when June reaches for the urn, only to remember it's no longer there. Sometimes she dreams of Anna and wakes up reaching for a voice she'll never hear again. Grief is messy that way. It doesn't follow a script. But now, When she thinks of Anna, there's less panic and more gratitude. Less what if and more thank you. Thank you for being my first. Thank you for making me a mom. Thank you for being a fighter. Letting go of the urn didn't erase the pain. It didn't solve everything. But it gave June something vital, the permission to keep living. And for a family that has seen more than its fair share of storms, the calm that followed felt like a blessing. The ocean took Anna home that day, not to be forgotten, but to be remembered in a different way.